Hey guys, I just moved my Mira 7 into my craft room, so the next thing I have to do is hook up the 6-inch exhaust hose from the Mira 7 to the outside. I recently had a smaller 4-inch hose from my Glowforge exhaust out to the left side of the window. This is an outside view of the 4-inch exhaust vent. And based on the location of the Mira 7's exhaust, I will have to exhaust a 6-inch hose to the right side of the window. So let me roll up the shade and let's get this project started. I start off by removing the 4-inch hose and the 4-inch flange attachment. I next remove the screws that were holding the 3/4 inch common board to the window. I open the window and I go outside to remove the 4-inch dryer vent. I then remove the board from the window and I take it to the garage. And since I will be hooking up a 6-inch hose, I will have to get a taller piece of 3/4 inch board. Since I know this board fits in the left and right direction, I will just trace its width and cut it at the chop saw. You will have to measure your window and cut to size. I bought this 6-inch flange from Amazon and I will place it on the board to determine the best position. When I find it, I make a mark and draw a line. I then find the center point and I mark and make a small line. I clamp down the board and I drill a small pilot hole at the center point mark. I then get my 6-inch hole saw and I cut out the hole. If you don't have a 6-inch hole saw, you will have to cut out the hole with a jigsaw. I then place the flange and place it in the hole, and it's a nice fit. So I turn the board over and I screw it into place using small wood screws. I next cut out a couple of filler pieces that I will use to screw the outside dryer vent to. This hole is slightly larger than the lip of the flange. I screw down the first one and then I screw down the second one. Since these pieces will be facing the outside, I will screw down the dryer vent to the front of the 2 filler pieces. I decided to paint the backside black so that it will camouflage into the black window screen and not be noticed from the street. The last thing I want is for people to think I'm cooking meth in my craft room. I also take apart the white dryer vent and I paint it black as well. This will make it totally blend in when it is screwed onto the black window screen. After it has thoroughly dried, I take it inside to put it in the window. I center the board on the window and secure it in place by using 3/4 inch wood screws with washers. When tightened, the washers will pull up the wood flush up against the window frame. Once screwed in place, this board is solid and it's not budging or going anywhere. So now it's time to close the window and give it a final inspection and then move on to the outside. Once outside, I center and mark a circle that aligns with the hole onto the screen. I get my X-Acto knife and I carefully begin to cut the circle out of the screen. I then get my dryer vent and I place it in the hole and push it flush up against the filler piece. I then screw it down with 4 black screws. I next put in the 3 louvers, and I must say it looks pretty good. From a short distance, you can't even tell it's there. Next, I decide to install a 6-inch blast gate to the exhaust system. A blast gate is basically a door that you can open and close to block out the outside elements like cold temperatures and humidity on rainy days. The humidity on rainy days can creep into your machine through the ducting and cause condensation in your laser. I know this because it happened to me with my Glowforge years ago. That's why I'm installing it now. I installed a 6-inch rubber coupling onto the 6-inch flange and I tightened it down snug. Then I pushed the blast gate into the coupling and I tightened down the clamp. This blast gate is snugly in place and working great. So now let's attach the metal flange to the back of the laser with 4 screws. Now I attach and clamp down the 6-inch flexible ducting first on the laser side, then I connect it to the blast gate side. I end up only using about 5 feet of ducting, which gives plenty of room when pulled out to start adding water to the back of the laser. I unscrew the cap, insert a funnel, and slowly start to add water to the chiller, closely monitoring the fill gauge as not to overfill. I ended up only using about 3/4 of a gallon of water. I removed the funnel and screwed the cap back on. I attach the power cord and then I plug it up to the wall. Well guys, it's been about 6 days since I received my Mira 7 and it's time to turn the key and turn it on for the very first time. Once on, you'll notice that the water begins to pump through your laser tube. Pretty cool, I think. So now let me turn on the exhaust fan so I can check out how well it pushes air through the ducting. Well, it looks and sounds like the exhaust system passes with flying colors. Well guys, it's been a busy last few days and things are really happening fast. The arrival, the unboxing, assembling the laser stand, moving it from my garage to my craft room, and installing the 6-inch vent to my window. And now we're at this point. So in the next day or two, I will align the mirrors, connect the laser to my computer, and make my first cut. So thanks for watching guys, please like and subscribe. And until my next video, I hope you have a great day and see you soon.